just because of history and education and culture, right? This is
Yep,
culturally
very
how
true.
they react. And as we mentioned before, if you have less entrepreneurs and it's harder to create a business in Europe, you're most likely to say, hey, if I'm going to sell my business, I don't want to, get into specific kind of complicated structures as well. I just don't know, right? So
Yeah.
in the US, your neighbor sold this business yesterday, right?
That's what we will say, right? Like the US innovates and sometimes the EU regulates. And that's very typical there. I don't think that, I think especially in Europe, and this maybe besides the M&A talk, but I think people need to support entrepreneurs here way more. And I think in the US, it's just, it's the perfect environment to be an entrepreneur. And I see a lot of guys that become incredibly successful. They actually move to the US because there's a lot more opportunity there. So yeah, that's what I typically
But what
see.
do you like about Europe, right? We understand that the advantages of the U.S. market, North American market,
Yeah.
is more entrepreneurial, maybe less taxes. The environment is a little bit more friendly. But you must have some advantages in the European market. You know that. I don't know them because I never lived there, so I don't understand the founders and the buyers. I encourage you all the time to go into the U.S. market, but at the same time, I'm curious to find out what are the big advantages in your market versus the North American market.
Yeah, so I think in terms of when we're specifically talking about consumer goods, what I think Europeans understand really well is the brand equity part. Like Europeans, sometimes they like to be quite classy. Like if you're looking at the French, the Italian, but Western Europeans are also they are very committed and very structured in their ways. Like if they see an opportunity, if it's needed, they'll grab it. If it doesn't make sense, it doesn't. So I think that's what Europeans are typically quite good in, is like weighing the ups and the downs and then making a decision and sticking by it. So that's typically what I like about Europe, because obviously I'm still here, and if I didn't like it, I would have moved.